so sorry in advance. Anybody have the score of the game? Good, you're all watching me, that's awesome. I'm just here to talk about myself, so here we go. I don't know how many of you have experienced this phenomenon where you are, in a relationship and you just like get complacent and put on weight with the other person, and my cat's been packing on the pounds. And I find it incredibly unfair because my cat gets to wear a fur coat year round and I'm like, am I supposed to grow out my pubic hair? This is incredibly unfair. And it's like the one place where I've never heard a woman be like, I've really been putting on weight in the vag. And I've never heard a man be like, you're looking thick in the vulva. Like, it just doesn't happen. So we're really at this like standstill. Additionally, my cat, like, the relationship is tenuous because I don't know its gender, so we don't know our roles. My cat basically just wants to be fed and shit inside. So this is a long-term relationship. But I think we're in an open one because it just rubs up against me and sleeps somewhere else. I'm playing it cool. I don't ask, I don't follow, like that's what we do. It actually shits inside, but like not in the kitty litter. It makes its way to the bathroom and then watches me shit and judges, and it's like, what? You look ridiculous. You don't even fit on that. Look at you're all over the sides of that. This is how it's done. And then it crawls into my bathtub and like just fucking shits right in the middle there and does this number and is like, oh my god, it's a 360 porcelain backsplash. Because we watch HGTV. Don't get us started on the shiplap. I'm serious. But it's just like that's where I'm at, if you can tell. So I'm in negotiations, talks on online dating because we never get past that point. They're always like, what's your passion? I'm like, am I supposed to have one? I'm available in almost 40. I thought we were past passion. And then I had to think about it. I'm like, wait, there's leeway with the word passion, right? Because unlike talent, you actually don't need to be good at a passion. And unlike ambition, you don't have to work towards it. And that's when I realized my 90% free time spent watching The Learning Channel is passion, ambition, and talent, and I don't need to be ashamed of that. So I'm still in talks. My friends are like, well, what app are you on? Maybe you're on the wrong app. And I'm getting to the point where I mix them all up. I get very, very confused. And I keep telling them I'm on Tinder because I'm on Hinge, but I've been on Tinder, and I'm actually just on Tinder, to be honest with you. I was on OkCupid, but they really changed their ways, right? Now they have ads, and these ads are not to make you feel better about yourself. They're like, hey, hotel room for the night. I'm like, fuck you, OkCupid, wouldn't that be nice? No. And then I start thinking about the people that are fortunate enough for the ad to be targeted towards them. I'm like, well, wait a minute, there's a niche here. What about Trojan? What about Planned Parenthood? The Minute Clinics. What about adoption agencies? We've got them all. And then today I was like, I don't know, this joke needs something. And then there was like, do you need to sell your diamond ring? I'm like, okay, bitch, you don't get to have it twice. You gotta sell your ring somewhere else, okay? Not an OKC, not on my watch. So that's been working out really great. They don't want you to see your matches. It's really interesting. It's like, who's gonna pay for that? So I was like, look. I'm gonna meet somebody in IRL because I've been online so long, I don't know how to say in real life, in full. So I booked a trip, I was like, let me meet somebody in person, someone normal. I booked a trip to Miami, and there I am, laying on the beach, and some man comes up to me, and he's like, excuse me, miss, and I was like, oh, here we go. I don't mean to bother him, and I forgot to pack my sunblock, and I don't want to burn. I was like, excuse me, you can burn in fucking hell. Do you see my lovely lady lumps and all of them hanging out of this bathing suit? I'm wearing granny panties, and you can still see them. And then I'm like, no problem. Can I just put it on you? And then I realized I'd be far more successful online than in real life because I'm way slimier in real life, and this is why it's not working out. And the only vice I got on in Miami was when the TSA agent needed to, I was wearing a tank top, similar, and she needed to like feel to see what I was packing. I was like, well, the girls didn't come today. Obviously I'm packing nothing. What are you feeling? And then she was like down to my stomach, and I had to whisper, tacos. There's nothing else going on here. Are you here to insult me? Because they're all watching, and this doesn't feel kinky. I'm having issues with this. But I was thinking, like, my mom's always like, look, when you go on a trip, make sure you always pack a change of underwear, right? And I was thinking, the worst idea ever would be if you had game and you wore days of the week underwear, right? And it's Friday. And you look down at your crotch at like 2 a.m. you're like, oh my God, it was Friday. It's Friday. Okay. And then you like go home with somebody, good for you, right? And then I actually work in the industry, which is a misnomer. It is not a fucking team. And I'm there on a Saturday, and then I find somebody on Saturday night, because I'm that lucky in a dream world. And then Sunday morning, you're like fucking TGIF, right? And you're just a fucking hoe bag. And I saw this Facebook post where this girl's like, oh my God, who doesn't change their underwear every day? And I was like, oh my God, who remembers? And I was like, it's the warmest, comfiest thing on you. It's like a second womb. I don't want to wake up and put something cold in between my legs, because the last time I did that, it was my ex. Thank you.